Catherine Delahunty.
Ki te whare paramata me, he mihi nui ki te reo rangatira, tēnā koutou katoa. I just feel very privileged to stand up and speak, but I feel it's important for Pākehā to do so, because tangata tiriti have been responsible, our culture was responsible for the attack on the language, and our culture needs to be responsible for not only apologising, but actually owning the benefit to the whole of Aotearoa if the ideas that are encapsulated in this bill can be brought to life for the benefit of all. Tangata whenua first, Te Reo Māori for all tangata whenua, but also for all of Aotearoa. I think that's the hope for my mokopuna, for my generation. So I'd just like to support the bill, support the minister's work, the committee's work, and the fact that this bill has been strongly worked upon and strongly improved, and we are now able to support it. It doesn't mean that it solves the problem. It took all those years, all those generations of attack on the Te Reo to bring Te Reo to the state that it's in. It's been an incredible, humbling thing to watch Te Reo being rebuilt in my lifetime. And I just feel there are so many people outside this whare that we can honour, notably through kohanga reo, but not only that, the amazing, dedicated flax roots hapu who treasure the language every day, to the wahine toa who have passed it on to, through kohanga to the kids, to all the scholars and everybody who makes Te Reo Māori live. We need to be so grateful and appreciative of them. And we need this bill, and we need these strategies, and we need more resources, and we need a Crown commitment so that Te Reo Māori, the first language of Aotearoa, can be truly celebrated in Aotearoa. I just want to support a couple of SOPs. I'm supporting my colleague Marama Davidson's SOP, which is suggesting an amendment to Clause 33(1), so that the Minister is to establish an independent panel to review the operation and effectiveness of the bill after the expiry of the 3-year commencement. And I think the key word there is the idea of an independent panel, that is an important part of making sure that there is accountability for the use of the precious resource, how it's going to work, make sure that there can be confidence, because there's been a lot of kōrero in the community about this bill and about whether these strategies are going to work. So it would be excellent to have this independent review to make sure that it can actually happen and continue to happen in the manner to which there's huge expectation and hope out there, and we need to make that real. I want to acknowledge the kōrero of the Minister and Minister Finnison about the issue of apology, but also to say that we do support the SOP of Ngā Mahuta. Obviously, a lot of people have put a lot of thought into this, and the acknowledgement is a real acknowledgement, is a genuine acknowledgement in the bill. But also, I do appreciate Honourable Ngā Mahuta's SOP because this issue, although it's obviously different and specific to hapu and iwi throughout the motu, and it is well handled in the settlements, the Crown did not distinguish between hapu. The Crown did not attack Te Reo Māori differently through Aotearoa. The Crown attacked Te Reo, thoroughly, systematically attacked the language. Wherever the language was being spoken, wherever the language tried to live, the Crown attacked the language. And that's why, in a sense, a national apology could be useful, because it's quite important for my culture to remember this, that this was not just a couple of not very nice teachers saying a couple of bad things. This was a systemic, government-driven attack on Te Reo Māori, and an attack on the language of a people is an attack on those people. And that's what it was. It was part of the war machine against tangata whenua. I think of my friend who's the same age as me, who in Tairāwhiti, who was 5 years old, and she went to school. She was raised by her grandmother, and the first day of school she was beaten for speaking her reo. So she went home and told her grandmother, and her grandmother said to her, "From now on in this whare will not speak the reo. I cannot see you beaten." And that was the beginning of the language loss, just in that one whānau. But that story really hit home to me, because I'm of Irish descent, and the Irish went through a struggle where they had to run their language schools behind hedges. They had hedge schools to try and keep their language alive. And like Māori, we suffer the consequences of speaking Te Reo.
Sua, will you